And honestly, no.
As a mister.
I hope they end their maybe.
Now, and now, I think one of the first things you spoke about, Madrid for only game normally was Osasuna boy.
I wasn't impressed at all.
You see, I agree with you. Yeah, and Rich, were you expecting, say, from the off, Madrid were going to be very colorful?
Kind of.
Then I think, say, you probably expected too much.
Yes, I understand. There's a new coach, players, new additions are Madrid and Yama Bessaka.
Yeah.
But me, the Madrid team in Yamien.
Yeah. You see,
I'm born on boy and
who's the first one? Let me catch you say what follow Osasuna? Osasuna is a very, very defensively solid team all throughout the Spanish La Liga. And me, I didn't have a problem with Madrid born with Osasuna, no? For two reasons. One, because I'm a new coach. And it appears to me, say, from the who Club World Cup, any games that Madrid are going on, the new coach wants to play in a different way. You do the like who say join Carlo Ancelotti. If Madrid don't have the ball, they run back into their shape. But if you watch that game against Osasuna, in fact, the reason why I'm bringing this again is that I changed on 3 separate data sets. That's supposed to say Madrid players covered more ground as a collective, 111 kilometers. About 4 more kilometers more than the average 108 or 109 last season. No Madrid for the cover under Carlo Ancelotti.
It's because no Osasuna is defending.
No, so when you are covering more ground, I say, Ukita ball in the opponent zone in corner, you don't cover most ground. Usually, you cover ground when you counter press quickly. Again, into Mekano. But in Kayadi and Kaye, Carlo Ancelotti, they sit back, they go back into a shape, and then allows Osasuna to play until time almost Sabeka. Rich, one of the biggest problems of Madrid in recent times has been on the front three. They don't press well without the ball. Rich, look at this annotation. In the first 35 minutes, Madrid tried to attack, lose the ball, and then quickly it turns on other goal, killing return Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. I agree, ball wasn't the most exciting, but in seeing this data, it tells me, sir, I believe, so okay, fine, Madrid will come good in the next few games. See, Rich, I won't be surprised. So Madrid will peak in the middle of the season. Maybe they'll be able to give Barcelona a run for their money. All of us probably will not expect it because of first game against Osasuna. They were not colorful. Almost too exciting. Almost too slow on the ball. But in my opinion, they are playing a different style of play. Different from what Carlo Ancelotti did. Different from what Madrid are used to. And then now they are playing under bench Frenkie Xabi Alonso. Rich, Madrid for a use 0.84 seconds on average in the game to win back the ball every time against Osasuna. Again, I always understand that the point of view of the opponent is number one, but also Madrid's attitude in conjunction with the friends and distance cover in the game makes me believe that they can be good. My only problem again watching the game, this annotation, she will be a branch friend Alvaro Carreras Ejna as a fullback, and I think that players need to say Vini Junior do not understand because in the past under Carlo Ancelotti, say Madrid build up. Usually the fullbacks don't particularly push up, especially at left back. Right back said then he pushes. But at this time, Alvaro Carreras has been given that license. Say only the friend in the underlapping run in breaking down a low block. So there are certain times where Vini, instead of laying the ball and using the underlapping run of Carreras, or rather want to take on players 2v1. He is new to that style of doing a lot of combination play in tight spaces now. And I think that under Xabi Alonso, Vini will come good. I think it's early days yet to have a lot of worries about Vini. And this was one of them. Carreras lays the ball to Abrante friend Vinny Jr. Carreras at one around, so in between the outside centre back, any full back, no. But Vinny, instead of passing and combining, he rather want to take on 2v1, and it affects them. I want to believe, say, the press and counter press of Madrid, the fact that you're able to run more, win the ball quicker, and then the possibility of keeping wingers, stretching play, and then using fullbacks as underlapping run. No, they are good signs. Madrid will probably come good in the course of the season. So for me, I'll keep it there. Now, Barcelona are saying that they want to extend the contract of Frenkie de Jong. Does that mean, say, it is the end of either Marc Casado and I say Marc Barnal? Because we say Barca deep line playmaking if you want to know. Frenkie, Pedri can do that job also. Marc Barnal and then Marc Casado. In fact, at the beginning of last season, Casado and Barnal essentially became de facto starters. Came another Frenkie de Jong and Prano, and what he didn't have, he had not sorted all of those or the core contract extension and sang some. And they bleed in them until those boys came to get injured. Now they are 4 fighting for just 2 positions. There are a lot of clubs in Europe. In fact, another pay from L'Equipe, they are asking for the signature of a branch of friend Marc Casado. And in front of Mundo, they are saying that Barca are going in to finalize the contract extension of a branch of friend Frenkie de Jong. The NTN said Obenya a salary somewhere around 9 million annually for himself, and it's good for him. I think say after Sarah injury, you know, Frenkie de Jong has been one of Barca's best players from last season. Which Frenkie is good. Very, very good. And maybe because he plays with Pedri, our people don't particularly pay attention to him. But we say, anymore, because you need Obi Obeya recycling amount. And then the American recycling now say, who the more record come out attackers no? No more corner a coco kem. No more it's men breaking down the opponent defense now. And some more never next year. More never next year, who you be able to start to attack him. Whether it's a sideways pass, whether it's a front pass, but they control also the tempo. Ometime dictate say okay, yanku yanim sisi. Okay, yantu yabu asikakra. Yanku sideways, yan puli kakra before we play forward. And that is what Frenkie de Jong does in the middle of the park. So he is an excellent player. I agree that Barca to extent, but does that mean that Casado and Nase Barnal Mubako Bekwana?
I ran to a Tiskin Pau.
Frenkie
de Jong.
Oh yeah, he's also a Barca.
Tiskin Pap.
He said he loves Barcelona.
I ran to a far Barcelona.
Yeah, also a club.
Always know about a subject of transfer.
Yeah.
So Barca Sika Simti, Yama Branton and Co. Mekai Manchester Dinachi was a me.
Eric Ten Hag.
Me say me free Barcelona. So I'll play.
Yeah. Also a club. He says
that is his club. Yeah. Barcelona for them look.
Yeah.
That game mistake na Yama Branton.
Yeah, Frenkie excellent player. And I don't know if it's because of
penalty for that.
Meaning say is it because of Johan Cruyff, who is Dutch, who is from Ajax Amsterdam, and also I'm talking about the club Ajax Amsterdam, so a conveyor belt of top players, a free Ajax Ebano, and also having played at Barcelona and become a legend. So you see,
no, I don't know on Bobo.
Very good. Only sometimes it is difficult for non-Spaniards and Europeans, and non-Spaniards, non-European as South American, they love Barca more because maybe because of colonization, there is a certain level of ingrained in them. So okay, the Barca. I mean, abroad team pay Barca, see you quiet Barcelona or Madrid. But all Europeans love their country teams. It's what I'm trying to say is that when somebody is born in Amsterdam, they love Ajax Amsterdam. When somebody is born in Rotterdam, maybe it's probably Eindhoven Eindhoven. It's PSV Eindhoven. And you find out money at the Adena. It's not particularly another club in Europe. But maybe because of the influence of Johan Cruyff, having come from Ajax Amsterdam as a club, gone to Barcelona, become a legend there, coach there. In fact, Barcelona, some of their principles of play came from Johan Cruyff. So maybe because of the affinity to the club, and he wants to take a football club Barcelona, he deserves it. And the fact that he's even one of the captains.
Oh yes, our players now.
Yeah.
Pressure about team so.
Oh, calm me down everything.
Calm me down.
Calm me down.
On the vegetable, young call left, young call right.
Yeah.
There be boy there some side of come keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, cycle play. Yeah. I mean, come on. And the guy ne IQ or the ball super.
A very very good say Barca for Nasansa, you know, one of the captains over there. Of course, for Jules Koundé, we knew was going to come.
More than
2030. Say the
Chelsea Muncha didn't need Sanko Funibi.
Like Sanko Funibi says,
Kutabo when there's pressure on a chain inquiry.
We have a lot of them. We have about 2 or 3 of them.
I know.
We have Enzo Fernandez or yes, Edgeman can do that job. We also have Romeo Rabiot can do that job. Make up with a minute education baby entertaining. Obi or Shabu, own share ball, own share Chelsea.
I'm a da.
Own share.
Chelsea match better.
Own share Chelsea match.
Enzo
Diabe, over my voice across the castle.
Bobby. I mean, two onion call. I'm for a better as it. Oko Arsenal. Omu pebieti enkanoni. Daddy you know now jeje. Say Enzo Diabe Fernandez. Or Fernandez.
Na ti make us match. Ofa sa Chelsea midfield 2 no. Now for Barca midfield 2 now. Between that pair, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Frenkie de Jong, Pedri Gonzalez. There isn't too much in terms of quality gap between them.
Quality no so.
Oh what? There be mami analysis.
Me come out there to the original.
Of course, Anthony, you didn't say that.
You didn't.
There be mami it's a better.
I know can where you know.
I know can you.
I can discuss.
Who are the bikes? Make sure mama. The next time we are from because the bank couldn't see the catcher at your who see the track. Who people want the original J?
1 second. Kofi Maresca.
You see how got it. Mama, you was Russia. Data rope you are.
I know.
You are being my affair. Say, over to my wife, to you to your credit. And now, Chelsea have managed to sell Renato Vega, who they bought from FC Basel for 12 million. They sold him to Villarreal for 25 million base fee. But the deal can go on in terms of add-ons inside your money, man. Between 29 million to about 30 million for Branty Freno, Renato Vega. Now, Renato Vega came into the club to come and play at left centre back or left back, but can also play as an inverted left back in the middle of the park. Now, back last season, Renato catch Chelsea for only say for World Cup 2026 sake, you know, our Portugal national team, them know. Position of who say obetimi compete Bobby. And yes, I made for now. Almost person inverted from left back Kobono. Or some shot at proper left back. Nuno Mendes born on Paris Saint-Germain. In the Portuguese national team, no team to know. So the only place he fancies that he can get a place to play, whether it is competing with Gonçalo Inácio and anybody that plays on the left hand side of Portugal's back line, he believes a left centre back, Obenebiabo. So he told Chelsea that he doesn't want to turn outright and also want to loan. Last season he went on loan to Juve. And everybody saw how good he was as a player. Oba, Juve have decided not to take him for a full amount in terms of buying him totally. Then Villarreal have come on board, buying him for 12 million. And again, because your club cannot relate. As it stands now, who Anthony, who Marcus Rashford, who a lot of players. This summer, not on player, not player. But anytime we talk about Chelsea sales, no person will queue any. We will keep on telling you. Because at the beginning of Chelsea for the better club, Motina has said and said, oh, the club doesn't understand what they want to do. But in all honesty, they have run the club to the extent that players normally quality, are playing in the team, and all what people said they are surplus to demand, they are making proper profits of them. And now, once the deal went through and everything was fine, Chelsea are going to make a book profit of 18+ million. Only the loan fee at Juventus 5 million in the account, man. It goes in excess of about 20 million. It means that this season, Chelsea are generating 251 million pounds in terms of player sales. And it is a very, very good thing. You see, you wait for us to come and see this. Oh, Kofi Mato 1 million on
Kofi. Obia, what Tishui, my can is severally. Says how do you inquire the bomb about apart from some ton? Mosaton. It's me ton about my bomb about Mountain. What I can yet oh and what I can yet more. Now, Mia Kramaka say, whoever all yes our business in the match, I think also clubs and no chance say now. You call money you could be some saying. But it is marketing. they are doing so well. One day, I won't them Basso.
One year buying for a year with Nkunku. Chelsea have to stamp their feet. Bayern for no want to make it look like almost somewhere thing. But what they are doing it because a Nkunku Chelsea. And I'll explain to you. I've said several times for almost 1 month. He said, me didn't say Xavi Simons to Chelsea done. I believe that is done. The only thing is that Chelsea and Leipzig will not want to make that deal open because Chelsea for him say immediately Xavi Simons automatically is reported that it is sorted. Obi remember Christopher Nkunku who says the replacement now the neighbor no one had the number. It's Ujano Manisi or my baby also. It's Jemuma and engine loan. So until Chelsea will be able to let Christopher Nkunku go, Xavi Simons will not come as a transfer start, and it's a marketing plan to strategically position the deal and get what you want. What Bayern are doing, it's because they know that Chelsea wants Xavi Simons and want to do that. Rich, you can't tell me that the Bundesliga player of the year 2022, 3 years ago, 2020, he was the highest scoring goal player in the Bundesliga, German Bundesliga, with Robert Lewandowski.
But that is 3 years ago.
Fine, no problem.
3 seasons.
No problem. But all of the players that Bayern have tried to buy this summer, they are not close to the quality of Nkunku.
And you're not correct.
Okay, Nick Votamade, or you're close to Nkunku. Maybe so awesome. Rich, Nick Votamade, who is not close to the quality of Nkunku. I'm coming to them. I'm asking you first. Is it close to the quality of Nkunku? Maybe say Nick Votamade. Is it close to him? Maybe say okay, yes or no. Then we go to. Don't jump the gun. Okay, fine. I bet you Luis Diaz. Nkunku's numbers in terms of goals, does he come close to it?
Numbers?
Yes. Yes. Wait, last season, Luis Diaz, let us talk about facts. No. You're facing facts here, Kenny.
What facts? Who can answer about 3 years ago?
I'm asking you, sir.
Nkunku, maybe. You see, you're fair to analysis now.
Okay.
Nkunku, you know, Ubaka say, send Obi Beton from Chelsea. Sasikana mu go to no
40 million.
Man bepia.
Nkunku.
Player obepla. Want to do a pra.
Fine.
Bona kra na ba form. Who draw him?
If you better Luis Diaz.
What the fuck?
Relax. You are buying Luis Diaz for 75 million, but you pay 40 million for him.
It's because Luis Diaz will play and about it.
Well, never Luis Diaz more. No, me say, but when Luis Diaz more. In buying team right now, you need Nkunku more.
I never got the Premier League.
Now then, how can I
the Premier League? Luis Diaz last year. Only 3 years old.
In that Liverpool team, Luis Diaz contributed to the league 13 goals. When Leipzig were doing what they were doing over, he scored 20 plus goals.
Leipzig
even at a lower team. No, Theo, Richardo. You see, sometimes SES choose animal. Even at a lower team. What I'm saying is that if you can pay Newcastle buy Nietzsche 75 million from Nkunku, but so we make just 75 for Luis Diaz, 40 million. If you can go to Stuttgart and tell them that we make 50 million for Nick Votamade, then you pay 40 million for him.
We are not catch him say, I Ganacho do over 50.
Rich, Obian can't say we make us a woman Ganacho. Obian can't say we Manchester United, but that's the difference. I've told you that in the transfer market, it's about marketing. Who play on our tongue? At the end of the time, I'm a semi-ton. Maybe I can just say,
and a band, the one from player.
Oh, Bayern in Casa. Bayern have not said that.
I was on below and yellow
on Casa. That's not what Bayern have said. Bayern have sent pennies are having to Chelsea twice. Or maybe Chelsea catch homes outright. The only way now they are proposing an obligation. Chelsea say no. And me, what I want Chelsea to do is that I'm holding on stance next hour. Say they build a reputation in the English Premier League and in Europe. Say over the one, I want to animal. They're not to Makacha rich. Unya more than 28 million crowd with the bet. Alante Ganacho. But Ganacho, una one benefit team. We did not tell you that let Ganacho go. Yeah, come here, Ancho. Say my Alante Ganacho go. Say, oh, you do all the man, you better. And we buy for 25 million. We are not 3 million. Say, we found Nkunku
in Bob Bochel Luis Diaz.
You see, asima mekano. My mama is subjective winning bow. Mankasa. No, I made a simple comparison of if you have
less a buying not done. Almost saying the nimbo botching.
Exactly. And in extending that argument, I ask you that if you can pay 50 million for unproved net Watermadi, why will you not pay 35 million plus 5 for Nkunku? Why? Somebody who has proved before in the same league. If you can come and buy Louisia for 75 million, whose highest tally in the English Premier League is not to the 20 that Nkunku has scored? Why can't you pay almost half of that for Nkunku? Somebody who has proved in this same league. That is where I'm coming from. It is buying in your home.
Why?
Oh, I'm going to say,
oh, dear, oh, would we now count for us? Yes, on our feet.
But you know that Garnacho, nobody even give you 10 million today. Yeah, Mom. You know it. No, wait, you see.
No, Abraham or no, I don't know.
Or
you're too upset with Chelsea.
And it is Manchester United.
Who says who says Abraham? And yet Chelsea now no person Okoba. And I be to look. Wow, Opa Branton be a bra. Getting more than 40. But
I stand free him. Where did it stem from? You should get more than 40 for him. On proper market value for wingers, Garnacho should be 40 and above. But then saying because Manchester United have not handled the situation well. It's same as Anthony.
I know they but they don't just turn for.
Now what's the over trash come? You amount 28 club, you've won the bet. Alejandro Garnacho 25 plus 2. You take it or you leave it.
On the own country.
What's he say?
On the own country.
The
same situation now Garnacho. And you Biana Nicola Jackson.
No.
Now, oh, come on, Kofi.
No, it's not the same situation.
Why name him Chelsea pay Nicola Jackson?
No, but we've not openly said that we have an issue with him and he's not going to go on preseason with us.
I know.
It is different.
But on several occasions, I'm one because I'm coach. I call press conference. Yeah. You have some question about the boy.
Yeah.
And so, who tell the answer or demo, beer or take conference room. Yeah. It's clear Chelsea are moving on from Nicola Jackson.
Yes, but
only do a bit of a chess card. Yay, move first canning Namna. Also, Drew, yeah. They
are very separate. Okay. And none pay. Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference for West Ham. Always for Nicolas Jackson. I don't say, there were 2 strikers. Nicolas first match, you already red card in 20 minutes. And subsequently, because of Sawe meeting 2 strikers now, he doesn't think that Nicolas Jackson will get a place in our China team and call West Ham anymore. But your manager says outright, enlisted players, SSR players, they can't even go for preseason training. So it is different. Mr. Look at it objectively. For Man United, Senator Chen, and you are Garnacho 10 million crown. It is more Anthony that's what
59
Garnacho
50. Take it or leave it.
Over Chibet and I say Garnacho Munya 30 crown.
No, in the bed and say,
so what's when you're there? As one why they to me don't does it. What's the matter? Yes, I got khaki to khaki. What tell me now? Did you expect, say, Torian Mospet Fono will lose out on a break chaser? Because I think so they've lost out on him. Did you expect?
What really happened?
I said,
go behind him so Kototia.
Yes. Now, who's asking for a scout to a break chipping? So they scouted more scouts not for Rich. Football transfer business, so good year. And they are scammers, and then people who are the right English word, scammers near the right English word, but people who are to an extent con men are almost so much. So everybody knows that Eberechi has a release clause is 68 million in pounds. And Obi Obeko Steve Parish who be about Eberechi. He just shows you the boy's release clause on Kasabebre. Then tells you that opener agree personal terms to him and go and buy him. Now, so Obekaya, Todian Mospe in the last few days had gone to Chelsea's link Aventia fellow Xavi Simons, and Xavi had told them straight on Ope Chelsea. So it means that they have to finalize Eberechi as a deal. Which means Eberechi as a Nebra penny and any agent. According to a lot of the news in North London, what happened is that Eberechi is an out-and-out Arsenal boy. 2 nights ago, Tony must perform any Eberechi really. They agreed that they were Crystal Palace. They agreed with the boy. Now Crystal Palace for actually because and then a conference league game ebo. It's woman signing paperwork off. They told Nottingham Forest Tottenham Hotspur for say Richard Omon time. No one favorite as the game no member and then you may conference league movie. Yeah. Now come on finalizing deal, but of course my verbal agreements now. Rich, once Arsenal got wind of it, quickly Arsenal contacted Emirates as brother and told him say na say what Arsenal Academy pay. And you pay. It is a more your personal test BBA. We will maintain everything that Tottenham was supposed to give you. You bet yes can. Bueno pass now. And he did an interview a couple of years ago saying say at age 13 Richardo. Yeah. Also, my dream was to play for Arsenal. I remember the training after I got released from Arsenal. I couldn't focus. I was just crying. But I think that helped me so much in all other rejections that I faced. I thought if I can get through Arsenal releasing me, I can get through anything. It's just because Crystal Palace wanted to wait for the boy to play in the Conference League. It bought time for Arsenal Football Club. And Arsenal have jumped in knowing that Ebreche is a true and true Arsenal boy. He is going to be an Arsenal player. We'll come and talk about how he affects the Arsenal game. No? But who said, and then in Italy, it looks as if Rasmus Hojlund alcohol.
I mean, my intentions are very clear. Oh, yeah, moving on.
On the movie on. That's on to 20. Movie on as on to 20.
Kofi, I'm waiting beyond. I mean, and maybe we can't share sponsor be once. I could say,
Chelsea share sponsor. Almost all my due diligence still.
Indeed, still now,
it's almost can't tell me here who's got about 20. Tell me due diligence.
We saw a question.
I didn't know no amount. And I'm
as a we are no another so cheap.
That
say Intimunya,
and then one sentence per a phrase and a kind of
and I'm say, Intimunya, be quite
due diligence. So I'm from calling to our conference league matches or one now. Obio Beso Kofi Kesi, and wait me take screenshots now.
World champions, we need share sponsor.
Yeah, the MP says Canada Dawson. Anna Muna and the Muslims also ton shares a man called for Baby Buami. Steven, maybe on all days, maybe a free banner.
Blacks, young quay.
Yachikro for now, Bizan's here, Bonana. Okay. Mamma could never bomb me. Do me the answer.
BWC01DC7A. And your first code. Second one BWC01BC2D. And your second code. Third code no. BWC 0191E3. And the last one no. BWC 01A614. And your bed way quota. Yadi Emamo and Nano Penna so to me at